Oops. I did not mean to click that. That was funny. That was completely by accident. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. Well, what a wild opening. Welcome to the Weekend Preview. I'm Darkside Phil. Today is Sunday, June 8th, 2014. I'm watching back on the stream now. That's funny. And welcome to the Weekend Preview. In fact, this is the second to last... that was funny. The second to last Weekend Preview before I move. And really, it's the second to last Weekend Preview before the Weekend Preview, and all my regular vlogs go on hiatus during the course of this move, okay? Now, if you want a full explanation of how this move is going to happen, head over and watch last week's episode of Hate Live, okay? It's brand new. It's only been out for 3 days. It's got a great number of views, so thanks to everyone who's checked it out already, or maybe you're spreading the word about it because it was such a great Hate Live episode with me explaining the whole move and also giving a crazy behind-the-scenes, never-before-revealed factoids about the story of EVO 2005 and how I was involved in it, okay? So, welcome to the Weekend Preview, and let's get started. This is a very unique week for multiple reasons. Let me start out by saying this. First of all, I tended that this week was going to go one way. I thought that this week was going to be massively about me packing everything up and getting ready to get out of Connecticut this week. And then all of a sudden, during the course of this past week, some things happened. It ended up that my move was actually going to happen a little bit later than I had expected. I thought I was going to move in about a week. No, I'm actually moving in 2 weeks. And because of that, I was thinking, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking this week I would pack stuff up, and then come, 2 weeks, I would have everything ready to go. So this week there would be very limited gameplay. But here's the thing. I just realized something. This Saturday is, and of course this is a big event for this week, so it makes sense that I'm mentioning it, my final CT Throwdown, which, by the way, if people would like to make fan art of the final CT Throwdown, it's an all-day long marathon event where myself and my friends from over the course of my life are going to be showing up, and we're going to be hanging out, eating, drinking, just shooting the shit, having a few beers, having a few drinks, having a few laughs. But we're going to be playing Street Fighter all day. We're going to have Ultra Street Fighter 4 going on right here on my main setup, and it will be live streamed all day long. I'm not exactly sure 100% when it's going to start. I'm thinking around noonish, but we'll have to see what happens, okay? And it's at this point now, all of a sudden I'm starting to get people who are saying, I'm coming, and before this they were maybes. I may end up with way too many people here, seriously. Like, this place might be cramped to hell with the number of people that are saying that they might be showing up now. So I'm thinking in my head, and I'm thinking, now wait a minute, if I start packing my stuff up, like let's say I empty out my dressers or my clothes, I put them in bins, and all my DVDs, Blu-rays here that I have, and I put those in bins, where am I going to put the bins? Because it would be one thing if no one was coming this weekend and it was just me in here. Okay, I'll stack up the whole fucking wall over here with bins, and I won't have to worry about using it. But I'm thinking I might have it set up here. I'm probably going to have it set up in my bedroom, so that means my bedroom can't be cramped with boxes. I need to have it set up possibly over here against the wall. And the good news about this Saturday is that people that are showing up, I'm probably going to give tons of shit away. Like, at this point, I got boxes of joystick parts and joysticks to my left that I'm probably never going to ever use or touch again. I'll probably give all those away while people are here. I got posters. I've got wall decals. I've got all kinds of shit in my bedroom that 3 or plus or more years ago I bought with the intention that I was going to get an office. Remember several years ago when I was talking all the time about the possibility of getting an office here in Connecticut, and then I wrote it off. I took it off the table because I realized how high the taxes were here in Connecticut, and I said if I'm going to get a place with an office, I'm going to move, which, by the way, is what I'm doing in 2 weeks, thank God, finally. So I'm probably going to give away a lot of that. I got all these Mario dolls and collectibles and shit that I bought a while back, and I have nowhere to put them. I'm probably going to give everyone a ton of free shit, and all that stuff is going to go out the door. All these strategy guides that I have, comic books in the other room, they could take that stuff with them, which will make space for me to put the stuff I'm packing. So, that is what I realized. I said, there's no way if I start packing this week that I'll have anywhere to put the stuff because people are going to be here on Saturday. So what I decided to do is to postpone any packing that I'm doing until next week. So that means a week from tomorrow, the packing marathon begins. And I know it's not going to be fun. I know it's going to be a major pain in my ass, okay? But it is what it is. It has to be done. And, You know, that's life. That's being an adult, is having to fess up and say, I have to do it. I'm moving across the country. I got to do it. So I will have to bunker down next week. We'll talk more about that in the weekend preview next week, because that's going to be incredibly limited gameplay. In fact, there's only one new release next week. That may be the only thing I play. It'll depend on how I space things out, okay? So let's actually talk about what I am going to be doing this week, because this week is a big week with E3. That's right. E3 is here again. And I'm going to once again cover E3. I'm doing it differently, though, this year than I did last year. And I'm going to explain to you how in this video, okay? So, here's the deal. Tonight, after the weekend preview, there's no more gameplay on stream. And for some of you, I know, you're like, huh? Phil, but you've always been doing the weekend preview and then you do more gameplay after. Well, in this case, I'm making an exception. No gameplay after the stream today. Mainly because I want to film a review, that's right, an actual Hateful Truth review, which I haven't done in 100 years, for Murdered Soul Suspect. I played this game this week. I had some very strong opinions on it. The mainstream gaming media panned this fucking game, yet when you read the reviews, most of them don't give all the facts about the game, which really pisses me the hell off. And I'm sorry, but I completely disagree with what a lot of them had to say. Not only did they factually misrepresent some stuff, but I feel that they also basically didn't get what the hell they were doing when they tried to play this game, which I don't understand, because the whole game is a murder mystery. You're probably going to be spending most of your time looking for collectibles and clues to solve the mystery. Duh. Whatever. I don't know. They're just idiots. It'll be like, why buy a fingernail paint simulator if you don't like doing fingernail painting? But anyway, I want to do a formal review of that, which means I have to take the time to do it. So I'm doing that after the weekend preview. I'm uploading that tomorrow. So the only vlog you'll see live on this channel, well, I'm sorry, well, this channel if you're watching this on YouTube, on my vlogs channel, tomorrow is the review of Murdered Soul Suspect. I hope that if you avoided the game, if you skipped it, it's because you saw that there were mainstream reviews saying that the game sucks, it's a 5 out of 10, give my review a look. You may be surprised at what you find out about the game during the course of the review, okay? Okay, excuse me. So, what is the schedule for this week? Now, here's where things are going to be much different than they were last year, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you remember last year, E3 was an incredibly slow week. There was nothing really going on game-wise. I didn't have much, if anything, to do. So what I literally did every day, I sat here and I watched every press conference live. And then I would do a stream afterwards, recapping the press conference and explaining everything about the press conference. And then I recorded that and immediately uploaded it to my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. I'm not doing that this year, okay? I know, why? I don't understand. It's this simple. I'm actually in the middle of several gameplay projects that very shortly I'm going to have no time to play because I'll be moving. So I want to play games this week while I still can. This week is the last week. At the end of this week, after that final CT Throwdown, that's pretty much it. I mean, that final week there will be a game that I'm playing, but only for a few days, and I'm going to start breaking my stuff down and disassembling and everything. I can't have, you know, all this stuff hooked up until the final minute that I'm moving. So what that means is I need to get gameplay in now while I can. So I need you to, so if you think, gee, what are the projects that Phil has going on right now? Well, first of all, Watch Dogs, all right? Just today on stream, I started Act 3. I'm about halfway through Act 3 right now of Watch Dogs, okay? And I'm loving it. I'm still liking it. The story's great. I did a little bit of side content. I actually completed 2 side content arcs, which was really nice. I added a little something to the supplemental story of the game. And I know if I keep playing it the way I am, I still have several streams to go before I beat the game. So I got to play Watch Dogs this week. What about Drakenguard 3? I was playing that game. I did 2 streams, and even though 99% of the people didn't like it, there is a small niche group that liked it, and I said, you know what, I probably will put in the time and finish the game. I mean, at this point, I put in a ton of time anyway, but I need to play it, you know, and I haven't played Drakenguard 3 in 2 weeks now because of all the new releases that came out. And, of course, in addition to all of that, we actually have a new game coming out this week called Enemy Front that I'm going to be checking out. And in addition to that, we've got Ultra Street Fighter 4, which I've played 2 big sessions of so far. 2 out of the 5 groups of videos that I'll be uploading for that have uploaded. And I'll be honest, probably by the end of this week, I'm going to be craving Ultra Street Fighter 4 again, if especially I haven't played it all week, okay? So, how is all this going to happen? It's this simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a first stream, and then I'm probably going to be recapping E3 stuff on my second stream, All right. So, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who provided fan art so far. Tons of people have created fan art for E3 coverage. I'm going to be using this over the course of the week during my E3 streams and videos and stuff that I'm talking about E3, okay? Here's how I'm going to approach it. Tomorrow, first of all, is a unique situation. Let me explain this, because this is unique. I'm bringing in my car, which is leased, to the dealership tomorrow. They said it will take about 30 minutes. They're going to do an audit of the car to see the condition of the car. If the condition is good, they're going to allow me to trade in my car early before I move, or right that day when I am moving, and I will not get any crazy penalties. I won't be forced into paying off the lease, because the lease is actually up until October, and obviously I'm moving in June. I don't need the car for July, August, September, and October. So, I have to find that out, all right? That's what I'm doing before the stream tomorrow. I told them the latest I would show up is 1:30. If it really only takes 30 minutes, you figure for me to get back here. So, I'm going to try to aim to still have my first stream start around 2 p.m. like usual. It may not. It may actually be delayed a little bit depending on what happens at the dealership, okay? First stream tomorrow is going to be Watch Dogs. I'm really enjoying it. I want to keep playing it. So, the first stream tomorrow will be Watch Dogs, just to let everybody know. Then, what I will do is during the course of my break after Watch Dogs, so give it 90 minutes, maybe even 2 hours or so, I will watch and or read the summary of the E3 press conferences that came out during the course of the day. Because I'm sorry, I don't want to sit here. I was incredibly bored last year, sitting here through those effing press conferences, literally watching every single press conference from start to finish. It was a waste of time, especially the Microsoft one, because it was hilarious. We all waited, we watched for 2 hours, and then Microsoft had taken all that shit away and taken it back in a couple months anyway. So I don't want to waste my time doing that. I'd rather play games than find out on, look at everything and then give you my summary, stream, and opinion of each thing that night. So to give you an example, I actually brought up the way that I covered E3 last year. So I'm not going to, if I can, I can actually do a screen region here and show you guys what I did. And I'm going to follow suit with this. Hold on. Add a screen region. Is that what that says? I can't. Why don't I have my glasses? Here. I know I never have my glasses near me. I'm a freaking idiot. Here we go. So here's how I covered E3. I'm going to go get my fucking glasses so I can read this. So last year, here's how I covered E3. Okay? Holy crap. There you have it. So, we had the Microsoft press conference, we had the Sony press conference, Nintendo Direct on Tuesday, and then I had a special EA press conference, Ubisoft press conference, and I also did a big thing about the Killer Instinct controversy based solely off Mitch Dwyer's completely dumb hack reporter ass. And then finally we had kind of clarifications of stories and things, like a final summary for day 2. And then after that, I didn't do any more, and the reason was because after 2 days of E3, no other news came out. It was only really 2 days worth of news. Why the event was a whole week, no one knows, right? So, I'm going to be approaching it very similarly to how I did it last year, okay? Hold on. The way I'm going to approach it is every day, I'll do a first stream of gameplay, right? Then, I will, during my 2-hour break or whatever between streams, review all the information of everything that happened that day. So that first day is probably going to be Microsoft, EA, Sony, and Ubisoft. And so I'll try to learn as much as I can about the press conferences, and then on second stream what I'll do segments like I did here, is I actually, if I could show you, I don't think I can move the browser. Shit. Hold on. Now what did I do? I'm playing my own video by accident. Shit. Shit, I screwed up. Alright, hold on. I'll do another screen region. How do I... Oh, fuck me. God damn it! It's not easy to do this on the fly. Everyone shut up. Here you go. I can't make it bigger. There we go. So you see, what I'll do is, as I summarize each, that's about the length of that. What I'll do a second stream where I'll summarize and I'll split up the video, so that if you only want to know about Microsoft, you can watch the first video, which was incidentally last year, I can't point properly, 49 minutes long. If you only want to know about EA, that was 23 minutes long. See? So I'll split it into those segments for you. This is pretty cool. I can point at it like that. So I'll split into these segments for you so that you don't end up watching an incredibly long video. You can just go to the video that you want to know about, okay? Now, this is going to go live, I want to clarify, on DSP Gaming. Last year, people were so confused. Why is this still in my face? Last year, people were so confused because usually I upload all my vlogs to the King of Hate Vlogs, and I uploaded my E3 coverage to DSP Gaming. Well, it makes sense. Most people watch my content on DSP Gaming, not over on the King of Hate Vlogs. Therefore, I want to make sure that people who are here for the gaming news are on my gaming channel, okay? So that's how I'm going to handle it come this week. So, to clarify again, to summarize, first stream tomorrow, which may start slightly late, Watch Dogs. Then a break when I do my second stream, which will probably be starting around 9 p.m.-ish. E3 coverage, and we're going to go with segments. Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, Sony, if that's what happens day one. I don't know the actual schedule. I'll have to check that tomorrow, and I'll give you guys little segments explaining everything that happened in each one, okay? Same thing on Tuesday. Tuesday, we may have a new game called Enemy Front. I'm not positive it'll be available on Xbox Live and on PSN that day. If it is, great. If not, let's say it's not available, maybe I'll do Drakenguard on first stream this Tuesday, and then we'll do E3 coverage as the second stream again. Now, depending on how long E3 goes, how much news comes out of E3, that's going to determine how many days I do E3 coverage. Last year, it was only enough for 2 days. After 2 days, there was nothing else to talk about. So literally, if there's only that much, that's it. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll go back to business as usual. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, other things I want to do this week. I want to beat Watch Dogs this week. It's kind of my goal that by the end of this week, I beat Watch Dogs. That's going to be a daunting task, meaning that I'm going to be playing it Monday, not playing it Tuesday, probably playing it Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I don't know how much more I really have to go, especially depending on how much of the side content I do actually decide to do in the end. So, really, when you think about it, it's going to be a fun week because you got the end of Watch Dogs, the continuation of Drakenguard, a new game, Enemy Front, that I'll be trying out. There will be a Hate Live with a great story, again, kind of all the stuff that I did in my life here in Connecticut. And then moving on from there, this Friday, dependent on, you know, again, what have I beaten, what haven't I beaten, how far have I gotten and everything. We are going to have 2 gameplay streams, and no, again, I hate to say it, no Oblivion this week. Oblivion has been on the back burner for a few weeks now. It continues to be because I've got this other stuff I'm still juggling around, okay? So this Saturday is going to be the final CT Throwdown, the marathon stream of fighting game footage, and me hanging out with my friends for the final time this Saturday, okay? This Sunday is completely up in the air. And the reason I say that is this, because this Sunday my parents are coming over earlier than usual. They're going to spend the whole day here, and that day the goal is going to be, see, okay, so on Saturday I gave away a bunch of stuff, okay? Now what can I throw out? What do I have that's junk, that no one wanted, that I don't want, that my parents don't want, and toss it out of here? One of the things I'm going to get rid of, I have a back stretching machine that I used a few years ago when my back was really bad. Since then, it's broken, and I never bothered to figure out how to fix it. And at this point, there's no reason I'm going to ship that across the country. If I'm going to get another one, I'll get one, but more than likely, I'm going to be doing yoga, DDP yoga, which I bought like a year ago, and I never did because I have no room to do it in here. I'll have room to do it in my new house. Therefore, I have no reason to have that anymore, and it's broken anyway, so I'll probably toss it, okay? There's a bunch of things. I have an old panini press in the kitchen, broken. Toss it, right? I got all this old shit. I'm looking around more and more, and I'm like, I don't want this. I don't think anyone else is going to want it because it's either broken or useless. Toss it. And that's going to be my Sunday, me and my parents tossing all the shit that I don't want out of here. So hopefully by Monday, the stuff I'm giving away is gone, the stuff that I don't want is gone, and all that's left is the stuff I need to pack. Then finally, I'll have a clear picture of what I need to do in order to pack and get the fuck out of here, because I'll have 3 days to focus and pack. Alright? So people are actually crying about no paninis in the stream chat. Yeah, I like paninis, but my grill's broken. So I'm going to either get a new one, or whatever, I'm tossing the old one. Okay. So, that's the rough plan for this week. A first stream every single day, that's normal. With the exception of tomorrow, where maybe slightly delayed, but it will be a normal stream. E3 coverage Monday and Tuesday at the minimum. Maybe Wednesday. It depends on how much is going on at E3 on second stream. Once that's over with, back to 2 streams a day. There will be Hate Live on Thursday. Full gameplay streams on Friday, 2 of them. Saturday, the big event, the big fighting game event. And then Sunday, I don't know if I'll be doing anything. If anything, what I'll do for you guys, I will do a weekend preview slash whatever kind of vlog I want to call it, because I don't know if it's a full week of content anyway next week, explaining what's coming up next week, because there is UFC and odds and ends while I'm packing, okay? The other cool thing is while I'm packing, I may document. I may actually show you with my camcorder, wow, look at this. Here's what I haven't seen this in years. Let's throw that in a box, or nope, that's trash, and show you what I throw out and stuff like that too. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes I'm worried that if I record everything that people will be bored. You know what I mean? But then when I don't record everything, people say, why didn't you record that? Alright, so that's pretty much the rough agenda of what to expect. So, quick summary, real quick. Tonight I'm recording the Hateful Truth review of Murdered Soul Suspect. Tomorrow, Watch Dogs on first stream, E3 coverage on second stream, and the review of Murdered Soul Suspect, I can't speak. Murdered Soul Suspect will go live tomorrow on my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. Tuesday, Drakenguard, E3 coverage. Wednesday, something on first stream, either Drakenguard or Watch Dogs. Actually, I take that back. It depends on when Enemy Front comes out. If Enemy Front is available on Tuesday, I'll be playing it then. If it's not available till Wednesday, I'll be playing it then. There you go. And then either E3 coverage or another game on second stream. Thursday, gameplay on first stream, Hate Live on second stream. Friday, 2 gameplay streams. Saturday, the big event. Sunday, no gameplay content, but probably a weekend preview at the end of the day and possibly some vlog coverage. And at that point, I'll see how far I've gotten. I'll let you know what's coming next week. There you have it, in a nutshell. Alright, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. I'm excited for E3. I'm excited for the move. I'm excited for gameplay. I'm excited for everything this week. I hope you are too. One last thing. Keep in mind that for 3 more days, there will actually be new Super Street Fighter 4, I'm sorry, Ultra Street Fighter 4 coverage on DSP Gaming from my session that I did way back on Friday. About 10 to 11 matches a day. And then so maybe near the end of the week, maybe then that's when I'll do another Ultra Street Fighter 4 stream. We'll have to see. So, alright, thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate your viewership. Hope you'll enjoy the content this week. I'll see you for that very soon. Peace out. See you later. I didn't even realize I still have my glasses on. There you have it. Maybe I'll get used to them eventually. Peace.